Like I really made a difference. Really did make a difference. Oh, that really did make a difference. Well, hang on, let me check this. Yeah, I had to check on my grandmother. She's not well. I bought her a mobile phone, didn't I? And I sent a text to see how she is. She's 86. She lives on her own. And I sent a text to her the other day, and I sent it to her landline by mistake. Yeah, and when you do that, of course, the phone rings without warning and a robotic voice reads your message out. The message I sent was, "We're coming to get you now, Grandma." It took ages to find her. I don't know how she got in the airing cupboard, I don't behind the boiler. She was wearing a puffer jacket, so she blended in. I mean, she'd really given it some thought. Well, at least she was warm. Poached. So, I'll leave you with this. No, I need it. So, I sing one last song and I've got to go out to the reception to sell CDs. It's going to be a long, lonely night for me, isn't it? But at least I'm on the bus with 4 teetotalers. You ready, Kev?
Yes.
Thanks for doing this. I'll give you your passport back later. There were 6, maybe 10, maybe half a dozen men walking down the beach at night and walking back again, happy with the money they were getting from the king, watching for the dangers of the French Napoleon. He wasn't far away, he was just across the shore, setting out his table with his plans for global war, standing on the chair so he could see a little more. History records that he was really rather short. So this half a dozen, 10, maybe 6 strong band came across a monkey that was sitting on the sand. Thought it was the French, so they traced it to the sea. Caught it in their dreams, tried to string it from a tree. And the story is that they put it on trial, asked it lots of questions, tortured it a while. Didn't speak the lingo, so it never said a word. Then they tried to hang it, which is where it gets absurd. It was a monkey. They have a tail. You try to hang one, you're gonna fail. It was Hartlepool where they had the little monkey. Hartlepool back in 1810. Hartlepool has never been forgotten, and we sing about it now just like we sang about it then. Hartlepool where they had the little monkey. Hartlepool back in 1810. Hartlepool has never been forgotten, and we sing about it now just like we sang about it then. There are them that say it was maybe not a monkey that was on that day with a rope around his throat, but an alien who'd fallen off a spaceship, washed up on the shoulders like he'd fallen off a boat, because his face was weird, his clothes were funny, his ray gun was wet so it wouldn't work. Either way, he was not a lucky bunny to be washed up there of all the places on earth. Hartlepool where they hung the little monkey. Hartlepool back in 1810. Hartlepool has never been forgotten, and we sing about it now just like we sang about it then. Hartlepool where they hung the little monkey. Hartlepool back in 1810. Hartlepool has never been forgotten, and we sing about it now just like we sang about it then. It was an hard old life in the early 19th century for the working class. It was pain and tears, the food was crap, the air was black, and the average life expectancy was less than 30 years. And when the French set sail, it was for the revolution, calling all the proletariat to join their fold. They had kids on the ships, they called them powder monkeys. They were 6, maybe 7, maybe 8 years old. It was Hartlepool where they hung the little monkey. Hartlepool back in 1810. Hartlepool has never been forgotten, and we sing about it now just like they sang about it then. Hartlepool where they hung the little monkey. Hartlepool back in 1810. Hartlepool has never been forgotten, and we sing about it now just like they sang about it then. Well, as is tradition, this is where you come in. We split into 2 groups, the left and the right. You're the left. because I'm in charge. All the left people over there, all you do is go, Hartlepool. There you go. Hartlepool. A little bit louder. Hartlepool. Try using your lungs. Hartlepool. Perfect. Your bit's more complicated. They say Hartlepool, you go, Hartlepool, where it's never been forgotten. Right. Ready? Hartlepool, where it's never been forgotten. Hartlepool, where it's never been forgotten. So the next one is back in 1810. Right? I don't know what I'll hope, but you're doing great. Here you go.
Where it's never been forgotten. Back in 1810.
Oh, you're the best now. And the third one is Hartlepool, where they are the little monkey. And then the last one is sing about it now, just like they sang about it then. We sing about it now, just like they sang about it then. Have you got that? They're nodding then. Just get off. Ready?
Back in 1810. Back in 1810. Where they hung the little monkeys. Let's sing about it.
I just learned it.
Yeah, well, you just didn't learn. So there's one more verse, and then we come to you for the rousing chorus. It's going to be great. And then we all raise me above our heads.
Throw you out the door.
As I'm on stage, that technically counts as my lap. Well, it all comes down to how you want to be remembered. It all comes down to how you want to be remembered. It all comes down to how you want to be remembered. It all comes down to how you want to be remembered. I saw one, but you were great. I want everybody over there to move over there and wake them up. So never be forgotten, all right? We'll try again.
Don't be so fickle. Where's never been forgotten. Back in 1810. Where they hung the little monkeys. It's never been forgotten. Back in 1810. Where they hung the little monkeys.